Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Mi salon fambule na mi AmaduBarrie. I come back to now today, Sunday, the 12th of April from Canberra. Look, this is a follow-up to that first video I've been put. I get a lot of feedback, so I just want to clarify because I not be able to cover most of the things then, So I say make I come back to now, make I do this other piece so that I go able for get me viewers and able to get a clear picture of where I'm coming from, inshallah. Like I said, this is a follow-up to the previous video where I tell thank you to all the people there with a positive comment and a negative comment. It's all acceptable. Everybody get right for ear in your opinion or in your view. The video now being a title on Sierra Leone, a nation of pandemics. Some people don't call it total pandemic, some they say pandemic wahala, some they call it pandemic dombolo. In no way, all the items they were identified in their video, it's not an exhaustive list. The objective is to just initiate critical thinking and a discussion or a dialogue, between the society. Within society. It's not an exhaustive list, and it's my own opinion as my own contribution, So, in this episode, what I'm trying to do in this episode is to identify the mama of the pandemic day. Just like how we get a family or how we can call ourselves, we are the children of Salo, we can say Mama Salo. We all come up from Mama Salo. So this list of pandemics were identified. Then they forget the young leader, they forget the young mama. That is what I want to identify here. If I can recap, some of the things that will be identified, say child marriage, crime, drug addiction, illiteracy, healthcare, energy, FGM, female genital mutilation, poverty, hunger and starvation, the rule of law, rape, tax evasion, tribalism, regionalism, road safety, overcrowding, lack of clean water, illegal mining, illegal fishing, deforestation, unemployment, and then coronavirus. If you notice, I left one of the items then. We rightly guess. Through feedback from other people, the way they call me, the way they give me positive feedback, I will come to this conclusion. So the mother of all the pandemics, with the pandemic then they call the young mama, just like how they say Mama Salou, na corruption. Corruption is the big one. Corruption is the stifle with economic growth. Corruption, they pose a threat to our democracy. Corruption, they affect governance, the rule of law. Corruption, they weaken our institutions. Corruption, they deprive our nation of essential services or critical infrastructure, including energy, clean drinking water, employment, investment, education, healthcare, social security, wealth. So corruption is the big one. So we believe, say, if we're able to fix corruption, most of the other pandemics then they go. If you notice, I use this word pandemic because it's chronic. And I know you talk about the region. I just talk about Salou, Usemi Komot, Usemi Sabi. If you ask me, make I talk about the world today, na two places. Usai are born, Salou, and Usai are the Australia. One thing we will understand is Salou not ever develop. How you gonna know? Think about who we get independence. The people that will be equal with, or we will be poised for even surpass. Look at them today. Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong. So we are a stunted nation. So I just want to bring that. I don't want to take on a time, Like I said, if you look at them countries, then you know where what really happened. Why we not able for grow. We not ever grow. If you compare Salon government to government of other countries that where the economies are successful, including Africa and some other places, what governments do in all of these places is to create a conducive environment for investment. Investment, and they create employment and other opportunities like innovation and technology. But today, we Salon government is the biggest employer. That is not acceptable. It's not sustainable. It's not the way forward. We should have a lean and mean public service. It's my own observation about Salon government. For be the big employer at all. There are areas of appreciation because they say Motama, we not tell you company Motaman, we not appreciate the company Motama, we tell and think you appreciate God. We give free oxygen, improve movement of your muscles them, Number one, like many other people, I believe we are encouraged by the free quality education initiative and the human capital development and the focus on innovation and technology. Government awarding scholarships to science students and assistance in the STEM program. It fights against corruption by strengthening the Anti-Corruption Commission. And there is some growth, improvement in the rule of law. For example, we see for the first time, we get a sense of the separation of powers. Alhamdulillah, we get man like Dr. Kandi Yumkelade in our parliament. We're not going to say a thorn in the flesh of the government, but it contributes effectively about how things should be done. He's always supporting great ideas because he puts Salon first. That's really, really encouraging. So government will take parliament for a ride, which is great and encouraging. So my recommendation, there's not much to say except one big one. This one viewer tell me say I have to talk about tribalism and regionalism. So that's why I apologize. I have to say this. Government appointment must not be on tribalism or regionalism. Because I come up, I mean a technocrat maybe in one area, and you the leader, you come up, you understand, you can't appoint me. I'm a technocrat, but actually what make you appoint me is because I come up from that side. That should stop. We shouldn't put square pegs in round holes. The independence of the judiciary is very, very important. We see what happened recently, a few years ago, where they sack a vice president, a sitting vice president. The Supreme Court, it go against all natural advice, even from the authors of the Constitution, like Dr. Abdullahi Okontedem, the ECOWAS Court, or the Africa. It go against all those things. It's fine, but we have to watch out and be careful. No justice, no good governance. That has to stop. And finally, politics is not about life and death. I just want to thank you all for listening to me rambling. I'm not wise, and I just decided to come up with this other audio based on feedback I received from you viewers. Then I tell you all, let God bless you, let God continue to guide and protect us. Let God take away this coronavirus. I'm really, really encouraged so far by the effort of the government and the people of Sierra Leone. The steps that way they know they take about for contain this issue would reach double digit. We not for be complacent. We will be vigilant and do everything possible. Like I say, there could be other lockdowns coming in the future, but if government want for lockdown, make them consider the poor people. Then they no go lock you down. You know get water. Water is life. If government able to put some of the money, like I said in my previous video, put it subsidize rice, buy supply water from water tanks, go to areas who say say a concentration of people in the day they need water, provide water to these people during the lockdown, ease the pain. You cannot remove everything, but you can able to ease and let the people see. Inshallah, I hope we will get out of COVID-19 as soon as possible. I thank you all. Assalamu alaikum.